Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Runde 2 der Aufnahme. Und wir finden heraus, ob wir jetzt
There's
endlich
fighting, you run, and you do not stop. For anything.
den Streit lichten können zwischen...
A scout just reported. The goblins' leadership has been decimated. We might escape this place yet. I took a collection from all of us. It isn't much, but you've earned it. Very good of you. Thank you.
Halsin will likely want to thank you too, mind. He returned just a while ago. I believe he's catching up with Korga. As for us...
No armies at our heels. Amazing. We can finally leave. But perhaps we need not speak of farewells. We'll join your camp tonight to celebrate if you'll have us.
Okay, sie gehen also doch.
These things have stayed interesting.
Das wenn sie doch
Still
gehen.
breathing, despite everything. How much farther can I go?
Okay, erstens einmal gehen wir jetzt mal verkaufen. Ich hab so viel Ramsch dabei.
So it's true. You scattered the goblins. Peace can finally return to this corner of the Sword Coast. Thank you. As am I. And I'm sure those poor refugees would quite agree. Of course.
So. Ah, schade, dass der Magier nicht mit dem umgehen kann. Wie viele Lagervorräte habe ich überhaupt noch? Das würde mich jetzt interessieren.
May you keep balance.
Weil das müssten wir jetzt einmal vorerklären. Ob ich überhaupt noch Lager... Ja, okay, da habe ich mehr als genug.
I've got a long road ahead.
Können wir... Wenn ich jetzt mit ihm
So
im
it's
anderen...
true.
Wie viel hat er noch?
Of course.
Da hat er nur 99. Okay.
May you
Das
keep.
heißt, wir brauchen wen anders zum Handeln für ihn jetzt.
What to do?
Oder wir werden in Zukunft auf ihn als Ramschstück
What the hell, catch a
benutzen
break.
und dann aufteilen.
No one stopped me yet. Let's move. Can't give up now.
Und dann haben wir es relativ
going.
gesammelt.
Can't give up now. Move. Looking ahead. These boots have seen everything. Have a lot on my
Der
mind.
Kleine jetzt wieder was zu
And,
verkaufen.
well, in it.
I'm glad you didn't die.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. Clearly not. Should mind my step.
Jetzt ist er da. Also erst will jetzt da hinten nachgucken, ob dort Willen raus ist.
His leaves to shade you, his branches to point your path, his shelter to protect you. Thank you.
Wir und das da müssen wir sehen. Okay, Leichen verschwinden dort, aber den habe ich das letzte Mal übersehen. Wir kommen hier nach hinten. Alles klar.
Let's see what those harpies were hoarding. Your desire. Still alive. So that's progress. wanted the easy path.
Hey, Moment nur. Momentchen. Aha! Okay, wir müssen uns noch viel besser umsehen.
That might be worth a look. Fancy getting my hands dirty. I need a shovel.
Nein! 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 Haben wir jetzt die Schaufel verkauft?
Quite ready for you.
Das ist mir jetzt dezent unangenehm. Und peinlich. Also wir gehen jetzt nochmal schnell zurück. Kaufen von dem Händler unsere Schaufel zurück.
A little discourse.
So it's true. You scattered the gob... Of course. May you keep...
With haste. Most excellent.
You will make peace with all who shelter here. It is the will of Sylvanus.
Sylvanus would not command us to invite rot into our midst.
Oh, child. You have drifted far from the Oakfather's teachings.
At least things have stayed interesting. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Und jetzt finden wir raus, ob wir sie verdreschen dürfen.
You took it upon yourself to undertake the rite of thorns. I ought to exile you from this place. Forever. Instead, I shall listen to the explanation that you owe me.
I owe you nothing. Goblins swarmed us like roaches while you stumbled after the past. You chose to abandon us. I chose to protect us.
Silence! The rite has been ended. I will allow you to stay, but consider yourself a novice anew. You have forgotten the ways of the druids, our place in the natural order. You shall learn it all once again, right here. Backslide, and nature's fury will crush you.
As you wish, Master Halsin.
She shows great insolence. But time will humble her. And the Grove still needs her. You will soon see why. But enough of that for now. I owe you my thanks. The Grove stands. Nature prevails. And again, I am in your debt. Speak to Wrath. He will reward you for your efforts. The journey to Moonrise Towers, and all the dangers that entails. But that's tomorrow's problem. Take some time for yourself tonight. Rest, celebrate. Come morning, I'll be by your side. Herald the Grove. How dare you even...
Man merkt, dass die ich weiß ja, dass die Grafik derzeit hat.
Clearly not.
You done it. You brought Halcyon back. Thank you. No, thanks is not enough. May Sylvanas bless you for all your days. I cannot imagine taking on a camp full of goblins was a simple task.
Ich fand das gar nicht so schwer.
As am I. The Grove will be whole again. And I promised you a reward, didn't I? Let me show you on your map where you can find the cache. Take this rune. You'll need it. Place it among the pedestals inside our library. When the wolf glows brightest, everything in the vault below will be yours.
By Sylvanas' mercy. It might have been better if you...
Peace. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Strays, and then he just left. He went to make sure those strays could go.
Parasite, brimming with magic. Take it.
Schauen wir mal, was wir an Belohnung kriegen. Oh. Au. Hallo. Ich wusste gar nicht, dass die Druiden hier so wohlhabend sind. Ich glaube, tanzen könnte. Wo ist der Typ? Wenn es was für Gale, muss man schon auf Gale jetzt sind. Wo sind meine ganzen Leute? Wieso können die nicht mitlaufen? Was ist los hier? Okay, das wirkt nobel. Der schaut richtig geil aus. Ich muss sagen, die Klamotten in dem Spiel 1A. Und ich bin nicht mehr Klamottenfetischist.
This vessel is at thy disposal.
Irgendwer lacht da hinten. Das höre ich genau.
Master Halson is past his prime. It might be time for another.
So, jetzt pickt man die ganzen Leute auf, die irgendwo verstreut sind, weil sie einfach da mitlaufen können. Die notgeile Sauna im Arc-Limit.
What do you think of opening a cart in Baldur's Gate?
A cart? Like on the street?
Exactly. Still, I don't want a tiefling
We're ready to head to your camp. Are you? Excellent. Lead the way.
Die feiern jetzt alle in meinem Lager. Geil.
I'm fine. No, no. An Albert.
Pick her on.
Party in meinem Lager. Damit lässt es leben.
Toddlers are easier to please than you lot.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Ready and willing.
Need to find a way forward.
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here... I hate it. This is awful. We killed some goblins to save some tieflings. The tally of lives didn't change much. But what do I get for all my hard work? A pat on the head and vinegar for wine. Pfft.
It's a heavy, rich red, dry and sharp.
See what I mean? Awful. All I want is a little fun. Is that so much to ask? Not at all. I was hoping for companionship. And, well, maybe a little death. Figuratively speaking. Not with you, just to be clear. I mean, can you imagine? Ugh, no. Anyway, don't let me keep you. I'm sure you have someone else to sniff around.
Gott sei Dank wird der schwule Elf mir nicht. Ich habe mir schon Diskussionen für gesehen.
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we... But even so, thank you.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow. Later, perhaps. Don't worry about me. A night under the stars amidst nature's... Go on, enjoy yourself.
You came through for us. That's a change from most adults I know. I'm not. I'm glad they can celebrate before we've... Just like I'll be glad to be rid of them once we're there.
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Neogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades. Yet they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness. I smell their blood on you still. I smell your sweat. I mean to taste it.
Oh mein Gott! Fragen wir das jetzt echt?
Yes. Sex. A night such as this calls for flesh to feast on. And I have chosen the sweetest. I respect your error. There are, after all, other spreads before me. I will not go long without pleasure.
Ich habe so viele Fragen.
Hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
Ich habe so viele Fragen. Ich habe so viele verdammte
This might be the
Fragen.
wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you.
Oh yeah.
But I need an angle. Any ideas?
Oh mein Gott. Habt ihr diesen Körper gesehen? Es wäre ein Verbrechen, ihn nicht zu besiegen. Ich liebe diese Spielehersteller.
One raunchy ballad coming up.
Eine schlüpfrige Ballade kommt zum... Nein, ich feier's.
Aha, there you are. Come now, settle in. I do hope you have partaken of something bracing. This may well take us all night. Why, you're naming, quite obviously. That ballad was but a crude preview, a frame without its crowning jewel. Your nom de guerre. Something iconic, but not too much of a mouthful. We don't want to exclude the common folk after all. I intend this tale to enrapture all. Far too much? This is the very problem. If you could set aside your many triumphs, carry out one defining act, not to belittle your achievements to date, of course, but besting a dragon, a giant, a god, perhaps? I must deliberate. Go, enjoy your evening. I shall have work for you in the days to come.
Ich habe so viele Fragen gerade für die Leute.
Beautiful night, don't you think? Nothing like it's a view I would once have shared with my companion. Though definitely unaccompanied by such revel. She preferred it when we were alone. Curled up before a crackling hearth with some ancient, esoteric tome between us. Ink glinting in the firelight.
By a Gerawn's lost nose! No!
Tara is not any cat. She's a Tressum. And given your confusion, I'm guessing you've never met one. They're brilliant creatures. Fine company for any self-respecting wizard. She'd be most impressed by our efforts saving these tieflings. Proud, even. And I've given her little to be proud of recently, after I was afflicted with my condition. And locked myself in my tower for an entire year. I was inconsolable. Wallowing in my self-inflicted tragedy. I've given up on myself. But Tara never did. It was her encouragement. Her research that led me to my treatment. Once we knew that magically infused item after so long being cared for by someone else. It feels good to have repaid the favor. Not directly to Tara, but to these poor tieflings. I'm sure she would approve.
Smart does her a disservice. She's a fine wizard in her own right, though somewhat held back by her lack of opposable thumbs.
You remind me of her somewhat. There's a steeliness in you. An unwavering tenacity, even in the face of, to be frank, quite dire odds.
Ich bin irritiert.
Wish you were
Die
here for me to
Katze
make a
ist
formal
eine Magierin.
But I would never ask her to undertake such a journey.
Und mit der sitzt
She's
er
safer at home.
zusammenkuschelnd
She was always
am
telling me I
Feuer.
needed to spread my wings, so to speak. Find mortal friends instead of hanging onto Mistress' coattails.
Okay,
So that's what I'm
jetzt
doing.
wird's absolut abartig.
Sadly not. If I'm being entirely honest, my social circle is rather small. More of a dot. Or a pinhead. I've got acquaintances, certainly. Plenty of colleagues. Friends? Those are precious indeed. I hope, though we've only known each other for a short time, I might be able to count you among that number.
I'm glad. To know you enjoy my company is...
Wir freunden uns jetzt einfach mit allen schnell an.
I'd be loath to waste the time
Dann
of someone who's become rather
cutten wir.
important to me.
Aber das Lager machen wir fertig.
Wine is to wit, as meat is to... perhaps we'd better leave it at that. Mine eloquent tongue isn't worth... Go!
Sherry! Or possibly turnip.
I need to dance!
No. No, I need to lie.
Okay, es ist betrunken.
Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Ronan?
Hush you, and behold! Adoring applause? You're too kind.
Remember when he could barely cast that?
They grow up so fast.
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
Goblins did we kill? 10? Let's make it 20. That's my girl.
Think of it. No more caves, no more tents, no more running away. We'll be in a city with...
This vessel is at thy disposal.
Ah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone. Oh, the blade doesn't sulk. I was just reflecting on what has happened and not wanting to be Mr. Serious at a celebration. I can say it even more night. I'm soberly pondering my state of affairs, and these people, Karlak, the creature from hell, will still threaten them. As will they aren't ready to get on the road on their own. If only faith was enough to ward off it. But, off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy some time alone beneath. Still.
You go, Master Ranger.
Without you? No.
I love you.
I love you. Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy. Perhaps it'll make the evening more tolerable.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for? Your words, not mine. But not what I mean. I mean, desperate people. Like those refugees. Never gave them much thought. Certainly, yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd. That's more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right.
Shadowheart trails off and glances around at the party.
I thought you might have wanted to mingle with the others. That's so. I won't pretend I'm not surprised. Besides, I'm sure there's plenty of people who'll be keen to celebrate most thoroughly with you. Maybe you would, but I'm not cruel enough to get your hopes up, in spite of what some might believe. Why, I have no idea what you mean. Now on you go, and happy hunting. What, some advice on how to make me more bearable? I'm not half as mysterious as you might think. Respect my privacy, my beliefs. If you do that, well, now enough about me. Haven't you seen the way Gale's been stealing looks at you?
Ist hier seid ihr eifersüchtig?
Celebrate.
Ah.
Go on.
Enjoy.
So, und jetzt gehen wir zu Bett.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger. To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls. So it seems, though I don't know how. You'll have to choose your approach. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the Shadow Curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers. Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse. Already? If only I'd gone with you instead of Aradin. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned. May Sylvanas guide.
So, dann sage ich danke fürs Zusehen. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Beim nächsten Mal geht's scheinbar zu den Türmen. Ciao, ciao.